A very good evening to all the students. Welcome to Global Online. And here we are back with our NTA UGC Net Paper 1 batch 2022 preparation, wherein we are doing the preparation for September 2022. And as you all know that we have even started the concept units, that is lectures based on the concepts as per the unit, where we have taken first unit, that is teaching aptitude. And today the concept which we are going to do in this session is methods of teaching. So we are going to see the theory of methods of teaching very well, and important concepts which you have to remember as from the exam point of view. Before we go ahead, a quick announcement exactly what all things are lined up. So first of all, announcement on the new batch for UGC Net Paper 1 on Global Online from 12th of September, that is from tomorrow. And in this particular batch, we are going to start the topic that is research aptitude. We are going to start the MCQ revision series of research aptitude, where we are going to take about all the MCQs, important MCQs from the examination point of view. These lectures will be live at 10 a.m. in the morning. And in these lectures, we are going to discuss all the important MCQs which are, important from the examination point of view. Very, very important. In fact, we can say from examination point of view. Apart from this, as you all are aware that a small span of time is left for your paper 1 preparation. And for that, Global Online has brought a quick revision PDF for paper 1. Now, what is the advantage of this quick revision PDF? Now, this quick revision PDF, you can revise in a day's time. So all those students who have done their revision or who want to do a quick revision, in a lesser amount of time. So this revision PDF is an exact document for you, which will be consisting of 2000 plus MCQs, all the latest updated MCQs. We have updated MCQs as per the current cycles, current affairs, which are important from certain units point of view. Previous year question papers with the answer key as well as most repeated questions will be a part of this MCQ. In order to get access for this particular PDF, you can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp number, which is reflected on the screen, and the fees for same is 599. So by getting an access for this PDF, you will be definitely giving your best even in one day's time. That is, you can revise one day. You can go through all the important concepts and prepare yourself best so that you are assured of, scoring more than at least 75 to 80 plus for your paper 1. So that is one of the important benefit of this particular revision PDF. Now, along with paper 1, if you are concerned for paper 2, so paper 2 also we have brought notes and MCQs available, which will help you to give you a quick revision. The subjects of paper 2 are reflected on the screen. You can look at it. We have added philosophy as one of the subject. The fees for same is 1,700. But right now we have kept a 25% discount. So the fees come to 1,275. And for this access also, you can get in touch on the given WhatsApp number so that you can pay the fees and get access for this material. Now, as we have discussed, we are going to talk about the methods of teaching from examination point of view. What topic, concepts of these particular topic you have to keep in mind. So first of all, understand there are 4 methods. One are teacher-centered, learner-centered, content-focused, and interactive or participative method. So in that, we have different, examples. So like when I say about the the teacher-centered method, which talks about the lecture method. So now in this method, it's a formal or a semi-formal discourse in which the instructor presents a series of events. Instructor here is a teacher, the facts, the principles, who explores a problem or who explains the relationship. So this particular set of method is very, very formal, wherein the teacher gives a series of events, facts, and principles in order to explain the relationship. And it is one of the important method of teaching. We have next is learner-centered method. So under learner-centered method, this is the method in which group discussion techniques are used to reach instructional objectives. So it is basically to understand what level, what ability, what potential the learners has, how they will be able to cope up with the pressure, how they can speak, how they can put their across their point, how they can get excelled in their point. So all these points are discussed with respect to what? With respect to the a discussion method, which is one of the learner-centered method. Next, we have is the program instruction method. So under program instruction method, a method of self-instruction, that is, it can improve classroom learning, presenting the most difficult subjects in small steps so that they can succeed. So when I say the program instruction method, it is content focused, where the method is self instructed, but you're presenting the most difficult subjects becomes easy with the help of the content. Last we have is the study assignment method, wherein the instructor assigns the method where the student read the books, periodicals, projects, or research papers, and exercise for the practices. So this is basically in order to help self-excel the learner with respect to reading and other skills. Now, next what we have is the seminar method. It is a tutorial method where the instructor and the groups, rather than, where the instructor and the groups are involved rather than the instructor or the individual as a part. So here both of them are involved and it becomes a tutorial type of arrangement. Next we have is the demonstration method, wherein this method of instruction is required to perform under the controlled conditions. So the demonstrations wherein there is operation, the operation skills, movements are being taught, but it is under certain instructions. Okay. We have the next is the buzz group. So it is used to develop and express imaginative ideas, opinions, and stimulative thinking. So it helps, to stimulate the thinking ability of the students or the learners, you can say. Role play, it is the best way to explore and improve the interview techniques and examine the complexities and the potential conflicts of the group. It is basically to consolidate different lessons in one setting. And next comes is the peer teaching. So peer teaching is basically a strategy, you can say, or a method wherein the students design and teach other students. The students learn from the students that are more experienced and knowledgeable about the subject matter. So it is like a competitive type of learning which happens within the peers, that is within the learners. Now, we have two types of methods. I mean to say two types of methods of teaching in a different form. Some questions were seen from this also, wherein the first method is the direct approach. The second method is called as what? The experimental approach. So when I say direct, it comes to expository strategies like demonstration, expository, deductive, wherein the teaching is done step by step, lesson by lesson approach to teaching is done, which is scripted and which follows the predetermined acquisition sequence. So it is basically in order to ensure that, the teaching is done with a direct instructions, which is predetermined and which has a specific sequence. Then experimental approach, which is exploratory in nature, which includes inductive, exploratory, reflective, constructive, problem solving, laboratory, inquiring, and metacognition. So this is basically the process wherein it is carried out to lay down the assumptions. The procedure has hands-on activities that engage and motivate the students to learn in the science classroom, that is, with experimental methods. So here some questions were seen. That's the reason I have taken this particular topic. You have to remember the approaches, you have to remember the examples, which examples are applicable to which approach. So they can be having any type of either the statement question or a code question or a direct question also. Next, very famous, the question comes on is remedial teaching strategy. So this stands for, the teaching or instructional which are carried out in the remedial measures. So basically, this helps the students, or the students as well as the individual in getting, rid of their common or specific weaknesses or learning difficulties, which are diagnosed through diagnostic testing. So basically, it is used, for hypothesizing the general and specific cause underlining the weaknesses or learning difficulty. So you just remember, it is testing, diagnostic testing, which helps to understand the weakness and difficulties, and both the remedies and diagnosis are necessary for the removal. So it consists of class teaching, tutorial teaching, individual tutorial, supervised tutorial, auto instructional or informal teaching, which consists of field trips, picnics, art galleries, and visits, etc. So this is basically done in order to ensure that, the remedial teaching happens over here. And it is not only to find out the diagnosis, or it also gives the remedies. Okay. So basically, this concept is very important. Questions were seen, and that's the reason I have made a video on this, ensuring that entire video is watched. Questions you can go through previous year question paper for recent 5 cycles, and you can definitely find questions out of it. So yes, that's all for this particular video. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. we'll be meeting live for our next session on research aptitude. Thank you, everyone.